I won't bless that guy, that son of a
that son of a that poor son that poor son that
son of a bitch.
Hello, good morning.
Guten Morgen.
Good morning. To an early morning PCP. I am up at 5. Actually, I woke up at 3. I didn't mean to wake up until 5, but I woke up early. Which was
so you
fine.
woke up. I was assuming you would stay up for
Nope,
such an early.
Nope, not this time. I woke up. I had stayed up all night the previous night, so I wanted to go to bed early last night and then wake up early this morning. I appreciate you agreeing to move the episode earlier. The reason why I wanted to record early this morning is because I want daylight. I wanted to record before daylight and have daylight available. Big day for me. I'm gonna try and record that video that I've been teasing forever. I think I'm gonna try and make today the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all right, that's good.
That's what I wanted the daylight for. Yeah, I'm moving 2 days from now, so I don't know if I'll be able to do anything tomorrow, because there's been like guys working in my house, like doing renovations on the building, and they come during the week, and so on tomorrow's Monday, so they might be all around making noise and stuff. They might. So I don't know if I will be able to do anything today, but or tomorrow. So I'm gonna try and do it all today and just see how it goes, see how it works out. I'm pretty nervous. I'm scared. What if it's bad? I don't know.
How many hours of recording do you think it will take to get through?
I don't know. I could see it. I don't know. It could take all day. It could take multiple days. I might not be able to finish. But I'm not sure.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having the second part of the video and you just say, "Yeah, I'm somewhere else now. Okay, continuing."
Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I want to continue to be cagey about it. I don't want to say exactly what it is until it comes out. But I have let's just say I had to make a prop, and the prop will be used during the video.
He's going to shove a dildo up his ass.
It will be. This is my OnlyFans announcement. The prop will be used and irrevocably altered during the video, and so should I have to re-record, I would need to make it again, which would, I mean, it would probably take me a day to remake it, which would be annoying, but it's fine. I would do it. Damn, what else do I have to say about that? I bought a man, I've been trying to get the lighting right, and that's been weird because I have my let me explain. I have my overhead light, which is just, regular, I think they're incandescent bulbs in a lamp on the ceiling, and I thought that would be fine, but then when I tried to do some test filming, things were, it's not that you could see everything, but like the colors were washed out. I think there wasn't enough light. Yeah. Like I think my eyes are adjusted to it, but I think the light is too dim for like the colors to be really
the
visible.
lighting a set or whatever. Yeah. It's so much brighter than you would imagine.
It's funny. I looking at, I compared it with that and an extra light. And when I don't have the extra light, the image looks just as bright, but it's more colorful when the second light is on it, is the only real difference. And I mean, I think the colors are important. So I had considered ordering a ring light or something, and I had put it off, and I never did it because I thought maybe I didn't need it. Turns out I did need it, but it was too late. It wouldn't get here in time. So I went to the hardware store and I picked up an LED work light, which had a It was one of the brighter ones they had, and it had a nice like middle of the road like temperature, like light temperature. So it's pretty good. It works. It's what I'm using to light. I use it to light the scene, and it did make the colors pop, and it looked okay. The problem is that it was really bright, and it's not bright enough that I could, but it's not bright enough that I can put it like a long distance away. So I have to put it fairly close to me to light the shot. And it is it's bright that at that distance it glares off of me, and it makes like it casts like a big shadow behind me on the,
or like a spotlight almost.
Yeah, and that's bad. That's not good. That doesn't look good. So I tried.
Did you put a piece of paper in front of it to diffuse it?
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't really make a difference. You know, to really diffuse light, you actually have to shine it on like a big piece of paper or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, some of those,
yeah.
the lights that I've seen, they have like the light and then like an umbrella, like a big cone that goes around it, and at the end of that is like
the softbox,
the softbox sort of things.
Yeah. I tried to sort of make an artificial one. I cut out some cardboard and I made a thing to fix on the light, and I put aluminum foil, with the idea being that it would sort of reflect the extra light that was going to the sides, reflect and sort of keep it in this like sort of cone that I built, and sort of direct it straight forward so that I could put the light further back, but have more of the light shine on me in a more narrow direction to light the scene just as well from a further distance back. And it didn't really make much of a difference. I think it was kind of a waste of time. I think, okay, the alternative was leaving my window open, because I do get bright sunlight through my window. There's the problems with that is that, one, I have to record during daylight hours. Two, it's variable if there's like cloud coverage, which is a little annoying.
Yeah.
Three, it's actually it's not like the sunlight is not directly on me, but it's nevertheless bright enough that it sort of glares off me. It sort of gives me sort of white highlights sort of on like my forehead and stuff if I leave the windows open, and that's not good. So before I try anything today, I'm going to try, and I have some sort of like see-through gauzy curtains, like a purple one and a black one. I think I'm going to try and just put up very thin curtains and see if maybe that diffuses or softens the light enough that I don't get the glare while still lighting the shot well enough with like, the sunlight. And I think that might be the best. I think that's going to be probably how I do it. Because I just want the shot to look not ugly, right? It's not anything fancy.
Yeah.
I want it not to be glary, and I want it not to have like a strong back shadow behind me, which would be distracting. I want the light to look natural. I just want a nice, neutral, natural, bright shot. Surprisingly difficult to achieve sometimes.
The very like default nothing going on shot is very hard to get happening.
Yeah,
I think when I did like all the stuff in my Hypocrite like skits, I didn't invest in a light. I had like a lamp, and sometimes I would place it somewhere, and it would do. It would be like very, very like DIY, and then I would only do a skit for like a few seconds, so and then I like change camera angles. Like I don't think any of my shots looked like terrible, except when they did. Yeah. But I did not have like a professional setup.
Mm-hmm. It's just about getting the right amount of light, mainly. Yeah. No, I'm not doing anything fancy like having like a nice little what do you call? Is it called an edge light? When they try to be fancy and they have a little like colored light behind the subject that sort of gives them like a little like colored sort of outline on one side of them. And if you're like a really fancy streamer, you have two of them. You have nice bisexual lighting, so you've got one pink edge light on one side of you, and one blue edge light on the other side of you. So your face is kind of lit up pink on one side, blue on the other.
Yes, I've seen such things.
and you get on Twitch, you get on Discord, you start
wonder,
grooming.
like, I always wonder why like the lights are always those colors. Like, why is there no like green and orange streamer?
You know, there's when I think about edge lighting, the first example that pops into my head. You watch I know you've seen some Folding Ideas Dan Olson videos.
Oh, I've seen all of them. Yeah,
you've seen all of them. Okay, so the one where he talks about not the Flat Earth the Flat Earth documentary. No, not In Search of a Flat Earth. The other one where he's talking about that other documentary made by the Christian people, and they interviewed a bunch of physicists, and they didn't tell them what it was for. They had the hideous green edge light that they put on everyone to make them look, I don't know, science-y or something.
Science-y or sinister or slime core.
Well, I don't know. Who knows what they were thinking? Yeah. So, not doing anything like that. But yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to rely on the sun, which is just means I have to get everything recorded between, maybe like 9 a.m. and probably like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. or something like that.
The sun is like very. I mean, you'd have to be very lucky to get a very long stretch of the sun not being interrupted by clouds or anything.
I think, yeah. I think
if it's a really nice day, then it'll be all right. But like,
it's not going to be like fully sunny. I think there probably will be some moments when the clouds go overhead, and I think maybe I can just either just deal with it, or maybe I can do a little bit of adjustment in post to sort of brighten things
I
when
feel
it's
like
dimmer.
Because the sun is extremely powerful and like it fills the room, it makes everything so much brighter. The camera is like, oh, this is great, plenty of light. As soon as the cloud comes up, all of that light goes really far down, and the camera is like, oh shit, I gotta adjust, and then the shot is sort of like, maybe it loses focus as well if it's autofocus. You should definitely have like a light on you at all times as well. I'm going to use the LED work light. Yeah. It looks pretty good. It's a good light. It's just too much at too close and the back shadow. I need the sun to avoid. I need the work lights for it to be bright enough that the colors aren't washed out, and I need the sun to avoid a back shadow from the work light. But the sun itself gives sort of an uneven light. Like you can see, like I'm very much lit more from one side than another, and that's not good. And I'll leave my room light on just because. Why not? If you get a mirror in the room, you bounce that sunlight all over the place.
Oh, you know what?
That's what they do in like to make a room like in I don't know, Victorian era, or just an old timey room before lamps and stuff, where that easy to use. Get a huge mirror, brightens up a space.
I would have to adjust the position of the mirror as the day progressed in order to like continually move. But yeah, I could. I don't have a big mirror, but I mean, I could. Like, I have a cork board. I could cover my cork board in aluminum foil and place it where the sun is shining through the window. No, because I don't think I actually really get like direct sunlight into my room. I'm not sure if I could really.
Well, the thing with the mirror is like whatever light is in the room will be bounced around more. So it's not you don't need a direct like sunbeam like in a video game. You just need it around so that if the light is hitting it somehow, like bouncing off a wall into the mirror, it bounces back onto the wall, makes the wall brighter.
You know what? I've got aluminum foil. I've got my cork board. I'm gonna do it right now. And I'll just see. We'll just see if it does anything. I tried this with the fake DIY softbox. That didn't really work out. That's okay. That's fine.
I'm just imagining, like, your whole room is, like, covered in foil. You're wearing, like, a mirror ball suit.
My whole room is covered in bits of scrap paper, little pieces of tape. One corner is covered in boxes. Because I'm moving as well as doing all this, so I'm packing. nervous about moving. I hate my current house, but the one thing that it does have is that I do have privacy. I don't have to deal with other people in this disgusting little hole that I live in.
Is that not true for the new place?
Well, it seems like the new place is going to be a little more like my old place, where it's kind of, it's like a house, you know? Right now I live in an apartment building, with everyone else lives on the second floor. You live on a different floor, and I hardly ever see them. I might sometimes pass them in the kitchen, and other than that, we have nothing to do with each other. I might have to see other people more in my new place, and I don't know. I feel like that's probably good, actually. But it still makes me anxious.
What if I have to explain what I do?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, you remember I told you I went to that birthday party and mentioned being a podcaster, and I felt so bad. Felt like I was a zoo animal that had escaped from its enclosure. I'm sorry, is this tinfoil annoying?
I can't hear the tinfoil. I think Discord or something might be noise removing it, but you are like getting quieter because you're doing it.
It's because I'm not facing the microphone.
I see. Well, I will talk about something for a minute. You may have noticed the RuneScape video I put up on my Give and Take. First comment,
baby. You liked it. You gave me a little like on that.
Yeah. That's. I made it mostly for people who like you, who are like, what? Huh? What's RuneScape?
I don't know hardly nothing about the mechanics of RuneScape.
Yeah. It wasn't really meant to be like, here's how RuneScape works, but I just wanted to like document this little thing. Go watch the video if you're curious. It's a little challenge run I'm doing on old school RuneScape.
Are you gonna make follow-up videos? Is it gonna be like a series?
If there's interesting things to talk about, I probably will. If I do like follow-ups, I'll probably put them on Hypocrite, mostly because on the off chance that it blows up or is otherwise just well received, I want it to be on the channel that has monetization enabled instead of the one that doesn't.
Oh, does Give and Take not have that?
No. I remembered because, I made 9/11 jokes a couple times in some videos. Oh yeah,
I remember.
Like a while ago, I think I may have talked about it already, but a while ago, my channel was just like super flagged, saying, oh, your videos promote terrorism because you said 9/11 and you showed footage in like a joke video.
It's because now you wrote in your diary that you were going to shoot up the school that one time.
No.
They heard about your principal called YouTube and said this kid's trouble.
It's so true.
We gotta get him on. We gotta get her on something. We gotta get him on the YouTube. I mean the 9/11 jokes. There.
9/11 jokes.
We'll pin there.
I think it's literally just because in those jokes I have footage of the thing happening on a green screen with a Kirby plush or something, and they like that's bad. They didn't think about it, and now my channel can't get monetized. And I think I repealed it. I said, "Please give me money, please," and they said no. I even took down the videos, and they just didn't do anything. So,
what's up with your channel? Just has a black mark on it.
I think it's just a black mark, and also like following up. It's like, we'll get back to you in like 117,000 months. And it's like, okay, well, it's the Give and Take channel. I'm not missing out on that much revenue, so fuck it. I don't want to bother.
Yeah.
So if any future RuneScape videos I make will go on Hypocrite, because that's the video game channel anyway. And, yeah. I don't know how I would make a series of it.
Hypocrite's back, baby!
No, it is just an illusion.
The PCP's back. I'm making a video, you made a video. It's just like old times.
It's just like old times. You were so known for your video making.
I made some I mean, you say that like a joke, and yet I am almost certainly better known for the videos that I've made than anything else. Yeah.
When I think of like classic, like the Horseshoe Crew and everyone in it, you were like the art guy of TBAP as well as the co-host. Nate was the edit guy of TBAP, and then Nate went on to make videos before you did. So I was always like, oh, Ben was the art guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I kind of see myself. But, I mean, I told you that the reason why I resolved that I should make another video. Make another video and show us what you got. Remember that?
No.
You don't remember the Cutie Mark Kerfuffle episode 2?
Oh. Well, I don't remember that line from it.
That's when Keg Standard pushes Give and Take out onto the dance floor.
Oh.
No, it's not that.
I remember that happening.
No, it's when he pushes A and Y Pony in front of his computer to make a shitty React video.
Oh, yeah, that's why I don't remember, because I don't care.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Make another video. Okay.
No. That's not it. It's when you said make another video, and we say make another video and show us what you got, and then it becomes a Give and Take video, and Give and Take's head pops out of the edge of the screen and goes like, hi everybody, it's me, I'm back and better than ever.
Oh my god, it's so the fans wanted it so much.
And yeah, and then the rest of us all pop out from the sides and we go, Gibbon! And you go, oh god. Yeah.
I remember that bit. The bit, oh Jesus Christ, there's all these things happening.
Yeah. You don't know why you're there, but we really want you to continue. Okay. That was a how did I get on that subject?
Because you started singing.
The reason why I was inspired to resolve to make a video was because Merriweather messaged me to tell me that he thought that I should make more videos because he likes my other ones. And I said, well, that's it. Okay. This guy. I'll listen to Merriweather. Merriweather's no fool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm almost done with my mirror. Yes, it's all coming together. Oh fuck. Oh god.
So, what are you doing? You're wrapping tinfoil around stabbing it onto a corkboard?
No, I'm wrapping it around the edges.
Oh, okay.
Here, you know what? I'll take a picture. It's complete. It's done.
Let me take a picture of a mirror. Post selfie.
Oh, ew! Yeah, you can kind of. It's not a clear image, but you can kind of see my skin tone reflected in it, and that's disgusting.
And you know what I feel about my skin tone.
You know how I feel about my skin tone. Ew, I don't want to get my fucking. Oh, there's a secret prop that would give away the video was almost in the shot. That's fucking scary. You can see, actually, this is funny, in the shot, which I'm going to post in just a second, in the mirror, you can see some green reflected, and that's the jug of slime that I made. That's my leftover slime from when I made those bottles for the RFCK people. Lamau.
Yeah.
It's in a jug, and it's sitting on my bookcase here, which I put in the middle of my room to stand the light on because I didn't want it shining on me from the floor. I wanted it at middle height. Posting in general.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A rectangle.
It's a rectangle, all right.
Is that harmonica in the bottom right?
A harmonica?
What's that thing?
Oh, that's the roll of aluminum foil that is empty. Yeah.
Oh, this is a lot bigger than I thought. Just glancing at it. Yeah, it's the table.
Yeah, it's probably like 2 feet by like 3 or 4 feet.
All right, you got a mirror.
Now I've got a mirror.
Oh my god, I can't see your reflection. Are you a vampire? You a vampire or something?
Oh no, I gave away the video. It's a video about
It's a video where I show that I'm a vampire now.
Proof that I'm a vampire. I'm getting into the occult, getting into conspiracies and magic and shit. Starting ever since I became a vampire, I just find stuff so interesting, so fascinating.
You're really playing with fire, filming during the day.
Yeah, I gotta use that sunlight for visibility, but if even a little bit of it directly shines on me, I will be obliterated.
This is why vampires can't make videos.
This is my dedication. Do vampires not show up on film? Is that I think that might be a thing with them, actually.
It's always a question, because, like, obviously when vampire mythology was created, mirrors were the only way you could do such a thing. You could draw a picture of them.
Yeah.
But like
they did. There was no such thing as film.
You know what? I think since you can see a vampire physically when you're looking at him, I would say that a camera would be able to take a picture of a vampire. But if you're using
by that logic, a mirror should be able to see it because it's just light reflecting off the mirror.
No. Mirror special. Okay.
Oh, okay. Is it the silver? Is it because of the silver in the? Wait, but no. Film is film. It's like silver oxide. Is what is the?
Okay, so you can't take a black and white
compound. Yeah.
All right, so you can't take a black and white, but digital.
But you can't
SLR,
take a Polaroid because it's a different chemical. It's the silver.
DSLR, right? Single lens reflex is where they have the mirror come out of the way. You can look through the viewfinder. You see nothing. You take a picture. There was a vampire there. Because you're looking, what you're seeing through the viewfinder is the mirrored version, and then the mirror slides out the way to take the picture. That would be a cool scene.
Fascinating. It would be a cool movie if that happened, and then the whole movie is explaining like how that worked and why. All right, my mirror is done. I'm gonna put it over here on the side, leaning against the wall until such time as it. That's good. That's exciting. I wonder if that will help achieve a. Yeah, one issue is that the shot is a bit brighter on the side with the sun, with the window, and I wasn't able to like completely fix that, unfortunately. Maybe this will help. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
I just woke up. Well, not just woke up. I went on a dog walk. And I came back and I did my morning workout routine. And I had breakfast and I had a shower, and I did that, and then I'm immediately podcasting. So it's pretty productive morning for me. Yeah,
my breakfast today is a box of almond milk. I'm trying to drink every fluid that I have in bottles and stuff
to maximize pee.
So that I don't have to move it. In boxes and stuff. You know what? I just finished the first. I'm gonna crack open another one. I'm gonna crack open another almond milk right here.
You're gonna store your almond milk in your stomach sack.
Sorry, actually, technically, this is not almond milk. This is an almond non-dairy beverage from Kirkland.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know, but it doesn't go bad. It doesn't expire. I found this out the hard way. Almond milk will expire. Whatever the hell this stuff is. As long as you don't open it, it's as long as it's sealed, it keeps forever.
Why does almonds make milk? I understand why mammals make milk, because it's like a protein thing for a baby to easily ingest.
Gib.
And almonds, but like, why are they dairy? How do they expire? Why is it milk?
Is this a real question?
I don't know. I've never looked into what almond milk is. I just assume you squeeze the almond and milk comes out.
Do you think that, like, the almond lactates and that's where the almond milk comes from?
I don't assume it has breasts. I just assume, like, why is there milk inside? Like a coconut? Like, what is it? What's going on?
A very funny thing to even wonder about, honestly. No. They make almond milk, they just soak the almonds in water, and it leaches out some nutrients, and that makes the almond milk.
Okay, why'd it go bad, though?
Oh, I don't know, because it's freaking, I don't know, it's got fat in it. Yeah, it's got fat in it that would go rancid.
I see.
Yeah. You know, they had almond milk in the Middle Ages, like, medieval people drank almond milk.
Well, how about that?
You think about it as some, alternative milks. New age, soy. but no. They had almond milk, and I know this from Max Miller's Tasting History.
And I don't know it, because I'm stupid.
That's right. That's right, Gib. Okay.
Almonds with tits. That's the new craze in the old on the old art world.
I liked your theory better.
I've never thought about it before, but when I was thinking, like, are they like tiny coconuts? Is there milk inside?
I understand not knowing how almond milk is made. It's just funny to be like, but wait, I know mammals make milk, but why do almonds make?
Why is it called milk?
Not what is almond milk made of? Where does it come from? How is it made? But why do almonds make milk? As though it is a natural thing that the almond does.
That's what I think of milk. It's not like you don't soak a cow in water to make milk.
That's true, but I mean, you know, coconut milk. You just crack open the coconut and it comes out. So it's more akin to that. It's more like blood. It's more like almond blood, honestly. But we don't say that for marketing reasons.
Almond blood would be cooler. I think also what confused me is the milking is like a verb. You can't milk an almond, so it's like
no, you soak an almond.
Almond, like liquid residue. Almond juice would be, well, you don't juice it either.
You don't exactly juice it.
Maybe almond runoff. It's almond runoff.
Yeah, it's more like a tea.
Yeah,
it's more like a tea.
Almond stew.
I'm gonna try. I have a number of verbal tics that I want to avoid when filming today. And one of them is I don't want to not say I want to not say like, I want to not say I want to not go after I laugh, which I always do, and I hate that.
You go what after you laugh?
Did you not when I suck in air through my teeth? I don't know, listen for it maybe.
Oh, yeah, I remember you talking about that before.
I did talk about it, how much I hate it. Yeah, I just have when I laugh. Just
make sure to blow instead of suck.
I suck in air through my teeth in an audible way, and But like pausing and saying and is like the worst, and like those are things that I should really avoid those. I mean, I can to some extent I can edit them out later, but you know, if they're peppered all through my speech, then that's bad.
You might have to do multiple takes then, because it's so natural. I think it's the like you're making space for yourself to think of the next word. So like if you have a sentence in your brain, you can say it.
Yeah. I can always just pause and think, what am I going to say next, and then formulate that, and then say it, and then edit out the pause. That's true. I want to sound a little more considered. I don't want to sound completely like off the cuff. I don't have a script, but I do have notes that I'm going to be referring to. I feel like I'm going into too much detail. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay.
People are gonna guess what it is.
I've got a small story. It's called I Forgot My Steam Password and It Sucks. But then I remembered it. But here's the story.
That was a great story.
The story goes, I forgot my Steam password. I'm like, okay. I do the Steam recovery, like, I can't remember my password. Put in your email, and we'll send you an email about it. But first, do this captcha. I click the captcha. It says click on fire hydrants. I click all of them. I guess I missed one. I click the crosswalks. I click the traffic lights. I click the buses. It just keeps giving me captchas. And after I've done like 8, it says invalid response. You redo the captcha.
Yeah.
So I do another 8 captchas, and I do it again. I make sure to not make any mistakes, and it's not right again. And then I do it again and again, and then I'm like, you've done too many captchas wrong. You're probably a robot. Try again tomorrow. Try again later. And so I couldn't play my game.
No.
I couldn't play my games, and the captcha system is fucked. And I was like, okay, there's something definitely wrong with...
You failed the reverse Turing test.
I did. There's something wrong. I realized, like, there was no reason it didn't work. There was no reason on my end that it didn't work. It just wasn't going through. And so I tried different browsers for this captcha thing. No browsers worked. I tried looking up, like, what the fuck? What do I do about this? And
you have a problem with captcha, so you go on Google and you type in "what the fuck," enter.
What the fuck? Well, they're watching me at all times. They know what's going on.
They probably do, yeah.
So I look, and there are like tutorials of like, oh, Steam giving you this problem from like 2017, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. This problem is still around. Captcha just sometimes doesn't work, and there is no solution that worked. I was like, okay, there's no solution. I guess I have to go to Steam some other way and like ask them for help. But they don't have customer support for Steam. You go to their thing and it's like, okay, I need help getting my account back, and they send me to the same page where it's like, input your email address or your phone number and do this captcha, and that's where it all breaks down. So I was like, okay, I guess I gotta go to Twitter and at Steam, hoping that they would respond, but like, it's Steam, it's Valve, they're not gonna fucking say anything. I did make a tweet, but then I remembered my password and I got in. So it's like...
all for nothing.
Well, I mean, what it does tell me is that if I do forget my password, there's no way
You're
I
fucked.
can... There's nothing I could do. If I could call a number, if I could email somebody, that'd be something. But if the captcha doesn't work, and there's no way for the captcha to work,
well,
I will forever be locked out of my Steam account, and I don't know how would do anything about it.
What about some sort of... do you have like 2-factor authentication with like Authy or something?
I do, but like, it asks me to... like, if I want to change my password, I need to do the captcha. I couldn't figure it out. Maybe there's a way to do it. But it sucks, because...
So, wait, I don't understand. Why did the captures fail?
I don't know. I did the captcha. Like, it comes up with a little white box, so click on these things until there's none left. And then you say next. And then you do it again a few times. And then it's like, okay, then the box disappears. And then on the page where it says, like, I'm not a robot, and, like, all that, an error message comes up saying you did not, the captcha could not be completed, or there's, like, a string of, like, numbers and letters. It's like, here's the ID for this error. But it's different every time, so it's like an individual case thing. I would have taken a picture of it, but I forgot. If it ever happens again, I will scream about it.
I've done the captcha, and I've seen fire hydrants, traffic lights, crosswalks, pick out the bus, pick out the plane, pick out the seaplane, pick out the train. I saw a new one the other day. Recently, I've been seeing giraffe. It's like pick out the giraffes, pick out the horse made of clouds was one. Pick out the horse facing right or horse facing left. And then the creepiest one that I really hate is pick out the lion with its eyes open or the lions with its eyes closed. And those are creepy because the images that they show, like they show lions, but I don't know. I think a lot of them are like they've been digitally altered to have the lion's eyes like appear open or closed, and like they look weird. They look almost like their eyes have been sewn shut sometimes. I don't know. They have these uncanny pictures of lions, and I'm not a fan of those.
Why does AI need to know whether a lion has its eyes open or not? What are they doing over there?
Because it's something that a robot is bad at identifying.
Like,
in theory.
Sure, but like I understand the road stuff is like practical. Oh, we can use all that data from all the billions of people finishing captures. We collect that data and we can say, okay, robot, this is what a fire hydrant looks like. The humans have verified it, and the robot will be like, okay, now I know what that looks like. I can drive a car now, but like, what is the lion for? I know how to like stare down a lion now. What purpose does that serve?
Wait a minute. Is that why it's like fire hydrants, traffic lights, crosswalks? It's to train AI to drive?
It's to train AI to understand and recognize things on the road so it doesn't like drive wrong. And that's why the images are often like very hard to determine for a robot, but like they're blurry, but a human can understand through context, like, yeah, that part is a crosswalk.
Wait a minute. Okay. Hang on, I don't understand this, because it knows which pictures are crosswalks and fire hydrants. Like, it knows the answer, and it knows, and it's using this to verify that you are human. So how is it learning anything from having you pick out the answers that it already knows?
Probably because the images were, like, screened by a human first before they go into the machine.
Then it already knows!
No, I mean, like, a person says, okay, this is... Well, I've heard that is why it does that. I don't know how it works that way. Maybe it, like, maybe it's like the majority of people say this, therefore that's the correct one. Like, it calculates based on all the inputs? I suppose, maybe? Something.
Yeah, it could be something like that. Like it decides what's a fire hydrant based on consensus. Yeah, that might be true.
That doesn't explain how, like, the first person who sees a capture, do they just get to decide? Like, they click, like, nobody's clicked on this capture before. This person clicks on this, it says it's a fire hydrant. But the computer doesn't have any other data to cross-reference it with to know whether that is the consensus or not, so it just says, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there would either have to be one guy or some guy who is picking out the images in the first place and being like, this is a picture of a fire hydrant. Or it would have to be showing you images that might have fire hydrants in them, and then letting, like, internet consensus build a consensus about where the fire hydrant is.
Maybe it's like a computer in like a self-driving car is taking pictures and sending them off and being like, I don't know exactly what this is. Can we verify it with humans? Okay, the humans say this is a traffic light.
It's like the car is approaching a crosswalk and there are kids walking across the crosswalk, and as it's driving, it's like, take a picture, send it off to CAPTCHA. I need to verify whether there are kids and I need to swerve. I need to know right now.
And it's doing 70.
Mm-hmm.
Like, supercomputer, beep boop.
Hang on, waiting for a consensus.
Waiting for a
consensus to be reached.
We just gotta lock people out of their accounts so they can do captures quick. Make sure the capture doesn't work so that they can do it over and over again.
It doesn't work. The technology will never work. AI will never replace artists. You know, I had an idea. What if okay, the story of John Henry, but it's about artists and paint and art AI. You know?
I don't know John Henry.
John Henry was I think he was probably a real person who has been mythologized somewhat. He's sort of an American folk character who, his thing is that he was a railroad worker, and I guess they invented a frickin' machine that was going to put all the railroad workers out of work, and he, like, was so good at railroad building that he proved that man could beat the railroad machine because he built better than the machine. I don't know, whatever. That's the
These
story.
horses coming over here thinking they can pull our carts better than I can. Well, I'll show them.
Yeah. But I think he died. I think the story is like he drove those railroad spikes so hard that he beat the machine, but he fucking died doing it. But he proved something. God damn it.
He proved that, like, if you grow a human for so many years and then they die after one attempt, they can beat a robot, but it's not very good. Not very sustainable.
According to legend, John Henry's prowess as a steel driver was measured in a race against a steam-powered rock drilling machine, a race that he won only to die in victory with hammer in hand as his heart gave out from stress. Okay. I think
so that's really just saying the robot wins because it didn't die.
I think the idea there is not so much that, like, oh, he proved that man is better than machine. Oh, it's not so much an Applejack at the end of the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy episode. I was right all along. You gotta make your cider with love. You gotta drive those rail spikes with love. Only a human can do that. Robots don't know how to drive rail spikes with love. It's more of just sort of mythologizing or like remembering, like, you know, this guy lived and died. Like history, the tide of progress, you know, ended up making this guy irrelevant, but he won one, like, glorious symbolic victory before he was overtaken by the march of time, you know? It's not a practical victory, it's a
Yes.
symbolic one.
With the whole, like, discussion of AI art, it absolutely will replace some kinds of artists' jobs. But, like, you can't replace art because it's, like, an emotional, like, practice. You do it because you feel good or something. You feel emotions when you do it.
Mm.
Not you know, the capital you gain from having a job in the arts, that might be in problem. That's a capitalism thing, though. We gotta destroy capitalism, you see. And then we can do all the art we want, and then the computers can do the advertising stuff. They can make the movie posters and the illustrations on the books.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can go in there and we can draw on the wall with our shit.
And
we'll be happy.
And the computers can use the algorithm to advertise that, to steal everyone's data and put the ads into their minds, so that our art can be... So every little Twitter artist can have the AI can maximize the algorithm so that everyone's getting blasted with art ads all the time. Everyone gets exposure. Exposure's free now. No one has to work for it anymore. We've decommodified exposure. That's space communism. Fully automated luxury space communism for me. Anyway. So much exposure that nobody even understands or knows anything. No one can separate noise from signal anymore, so there's no point.
There was already no point.
True. I really do like my Mid-Journey avatar, though. I really do like the Oblivion Fall made some more. He made some more gorgeous Ben Saint and Slime City AI Mid-Journey images, and he sent them to me, and they look so good. Mid-Journey really is good at certain things. It really does.
Yeah, it's good at, like, making a sci-fi like
sci-fi landscapes, fantasy land. It's good at painting landscapes. It's good at like figures, but not faces.
I mean, I could see it on like the front cover of like a thriller sci-fi book where there's aliens and slimians, and it's all fucked.
Yeah.
The man with the hood in the face, but he doesn't have a face.
It's not good at depicting characters, expressions, people. You know what? I have to pee. Do you mind if I go do that? I gotta. This is almond milk. Damn it! You know, in that one episode of Tasting History, Max Miller reads a excerpt from like a medieval doctor who is extolling the benefits of almond milk, and one of the things he says about it is that it provoketh urine. It soothes the belly and provoketh urine. That's what it's doing for me right now. All right, be back in 1 second.
One little second. So for the viewers at home, you may, if I've done a bad job of editing my audio, you may have heard my mouse clicking over and over and over again. And that's because I'm playing RuneScape right now. I'm covertly gaining lots and lots of iron ore in RuneScape by clicking on it. It's very quiet, so hopefully it's not a problem. I'm gonna noise remove it. I'm gonna click remove it before I send it over to Eleazar. But if it's still there, that's why. And I don't apologize for it. It's my grind. It's my Sigma grind. You must respect me and my stupid ways. I've got 190,000 experience left until I'm level 83 mining. And let's see on my bank.
You know
how much iron ore I have. I have how much of it? I have 68,981 iron ore.
Are you runescaping?
I'm mining. I'm scaping.
Are you mining and crafting in RuneScape?
Not crafting yet.
Okay.
My crafting level is 35.
Okay. It's got to get higher before you craft.
I don't think I need to do crafting. Crafting is like it's an odd skill because it's just sort of like a bits and bobs, knickknacks skill where it doesn't have any specific thing. It's like you can have a skill like woodcutting, and that makes sense. You cut trees down, and it's how good you can cut trees. But crafting is like you can make jewelry, you can make leather items, you can like craft bowstrings, you can make. Let me have a look. There's all sorts of things you can weave. You can make pottery, glass blowing, and it's like
pottery,
they're all under one.
Harry pottery.
That's true.
Remember that character from pop culture? Okay, I'm sorry.
So yeah, it's like all of these different things. So in RuneScape, you could spin a bunch of clay pots and somehow be very, very good afterwards at making gold jewelry for no reason, because you didn't actually do any of jewelry before. It's all in the same skill.
I see. You know, sorry to change the subject, but I did have a thought while I was peeing, and that is about the video, and that is that if it goes on really long, if I'm recording it and it's getting like really long, there are some natural breakpoints in it that I could decide, like, you know what, this is gonna have to be in parts, so like I'll end the part here. And I mean, that would be a pretty natural place to be like, if I move in between parts, like, who cares?
Yeah, I would still make the video one big video because people love seeing that long number.
That's the plan. Oh, you would still cut it together into one.
I would cut it together into one big video file. Yes, they could be chapters, but people like seeing a big chunky video.
Do you? So this is something I was wondering. Do you think that people prefer one big, I mean, let's just say 6-hour video to 3 like 2-hour part 1, part 2, part 3 videos?
Yes, because much less clicking is involved, and if they want to rewatch it, they just have to do one click. And also, it's just a fact that part 1 of anything will have more views than part 2 or 3.
That's true. The click-through rate, that is true. Yeah.
So you may as well just put them all together.
I think you're probably right. I guess the one thing that's scary about that is that, like, should the video ever become flagged or like be decided that it violates something, it would be the whole thing would go instead of just a part of it. But like, whatever.
Flagged in what way?
I don't know.
Like copyright? I think there's ways you can cut little bits out, like audio or like a tiny scene that I don't know is.
Yeah, I mean that's
you can
probably
edit it
not
in
gonna
YouTube,
be
but it's not the best, but it's better than it used to be.
Yeah. You know, I've been noticing stock YouTube music a lot recently. Just the first example that comes to my head is like the sad music that plays sometimes in the Action Button reviews. I've started hearing it in other places, and I think it's like YouTube stock music, and that's weird. I guess I had assumed that it was a bespoke, sort of like picked out specifically for this video, but no. It's just what YouTube tells you to use.
Yeah, it is always a bit weird when, like, one YouTube creator has their intro music being this song, and you're like, oh yeah, it's that creator, and then anyone can use it. It's royalty-free. It's a fucking Kevin MacLeod. It's like...
Is Kevin MacLeod... That's the Summoning Salt videos, right? I was like the Kevin... I think the iconic Summoning Salt song is just a default YouTube song.
I don't know that that's the case. I feel like it's like a video, a song that's on YouTube. Maybe it's also part of the YouTube, because like when you do like, there's like a library that you can access through YouTube that they say, oh, here's a bunch of things you can download and use.
Yeah, and like the benefit of that is that all the stuff that's on there is stuff you know won't get flagged.
Yeah.
Which is good, which is like a big deal and pretty good, honestly.
I can never be bothered to go through that and like find anything. I just use like very quiet video game soundtracks still.
I totally understand why that's useful and it makes perfect sense. However, when the sad music from Action Button, when I heard that somewhere else and I realized that it was not a like really a personal choice, it retroactively was like cheapened. I was like, oh, he just picked it from a list? Oh, that's lame. Thought it was pretty effective in context, but now I hate it. Or like, now I feel less about it.
I don't know where that royalty-free music is from. There's lots of places you can get royalty-free music that work on YouTube that aren't from YouTube.
Sure.
And like, you know, like Red Letter Media, Half in the Bag, all those songs they use for that. Mm-hmm. You can find them. There are playlists people have made of like, oh, this is the little piano bit with the Half in the Bag skit stuff. And they use that all the time. But because it's like a relatively obscure royalty-free music channel or whatever, people don't tend to find that when they're looking for royalty-free stuff. Yeah. So you can have a bit of an identity. As long as you're looking, as long as you're searching for something you haven't heard before.
No, I do think that the Summoning Salt one is just a default. But I mean, he nevertheless sort of made it his iconic track. It's irrevocably linked in people's minds with Summoning Salt. I guess there's room for inspired choices, I guess. Something I'm always impressed when I am watching a YouTube video and there's music, and at some point either they say it or I realize by reading the description, like, oh, this guy made their own music. Like the background for this guy's videos is like he's also a musician and he made all his own.
Oh background music. Like GeoWizard, the straight line mission guy.
Oh, him
all
too?
that 8-bit all that 8-bit or like Commodore 64 sound and music. He made it himself. And it's like, wow, cool.
That's so cool.
So iconic.
Yeah. It's a skill that I don't have, and so I respect it.
I've always thought I could make music, but like,
I don't see why
I'm
not.
I'm mostly good at guitar, and I don't really know how to like make a whole big song. So I would do like acoustic guitar things, and I could do that, but it's like acoustic guitar is a certain vibe. You can't use it just anywhere.
I tried to make. I made a contest entry for the that homestuck music contest. The one that ended up being, it was like the troll and ancestor themed. It was like two CDs, and each one had one CD had a track for every troll, and then the other CD had a track for every ancestor. That ended up being, but I made a track as a contest entry for that contest. Didn't win, obviously. Didn't get into the CD.
How'd you make it?
I used it wasn't Fruity Loops. It was It was some free track editing software. I made it, and I made that on my laptop as I was working as like the cashier at an ice cream store parlor.
That's some Ben Saint lore.
Yeah, I've probably never mentioned that, but yeah, I remember making that track. This was probably shortly after I had graduated from college, and I was working for this one summer. I didn't have anything to do, and so my mom, I guess she saw a hiring sign in this one ice cream store, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I went and I worked there for a few months. And I remember I would bring my laptop to work whenever there was downtime. I would fuck around on my laptop, and one of the things I fucked around at was, I don't remember what music software it was, but it was something I could get for free, and it wasn't Fruity Loops, and I don't know. I tried to make my track, because the contest prompt didn't specify that this was going to be about trolls. It said that each of the entries would be themed for a character, so I picked I tried to pick a different character. I tried to pick a character that probably most people wouldn't make a track for. So I picked Typheus, the denizen. And so I made my track. My track, if I remember it, I wish I could find it. I don't know where it would be now. Maybe on an old laptop, I guess. It sort of was, I tried to sort of make I only used wind instruments, or I mostly use wind instruments because, he's the air, he's the breath guy. I sort of made like an organ. I sort of had started it with like sort of a bombastic sort of organ intro, and then I think I had introduced a little drum beat, and I introduced a little a little melody over top of that. The background was organs, wind organs, and I think I had like panpipes. I think the melody was like panpipes over organs and like a drum beat. Wind themed, because John plays the wind organ, the pipe organ in the Palace of Typheus.
I've heard there's I think Typheus does have a track somewhere in one of the albums. Yeah, I feel like they made an album of the denizens, and there's a bunch of songs, fan-made songs for that.
Wouldn't it be funny if it turned out it was my track?
Yeah, I'm wondering, what if they just didn't credit you or didn't contact you and they said, oh, this is good, we should use this one.
Oh, I think it was the Land of Fans and Music?
That, I think, yeah, that could be it. That's about the medium and the planets.
Okay.
Which could also be about the denizens. I feel like I've seen songs based on them somewhere.
If you can find, if there is an official Homestuck song for Typheus, I would like to hear it, and I'll give you my thoughts on whether mine was better.
Okay, I can look in my folder.
Or if I don't know if you, this is to the listeners. If a listener knows
Sure,
what album this was on. Oh man, I always really liked the Denizens. I like them a lot.
They're so mysterious. I still don't know anything really.
They're very mysterious. The way they're depicted with like there's a very biblical angel thing about like how like you can't look at their faces. Like the way they're depicted as like their face is just this light that like you can't look at. It's like you can't comprehend what it really is.
Until
so cool.
Like there was like a flash where Caliborn was fighting his, I think it was a game over or something.
Yaldabaoth.
Yeah, he was fighting that in like a flash. Maybe it was one of the things in Act 6, I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But for a brief moment, you do see a little bit of a face. And I'm like, oh.
Well, I remember... I remember there's a big, it's not a flash, but it's a big animated page where, like, you see the whole body of it reaching up, and you see, like, the head with just this light coming out, and Caliborn is, like, standing really small in front of it, looking up at it with his gun out. That's when he like first enters the chamber. Yeah, I think I remember that you do see a little bit of face.
You do see a little bit. It's like Caliborn in his sprite form is jumping around and hitting him with the crowbar and stuff, and then Yaldabaoth does like a big beam thing, and you can see it sort of like screaming like ah, and the beams like rotate around like it's a bullet hell.
There's
only happens for a second.
Does it look like, you know, he in the browser icon and in like the statues, he's just sort of got a sort of problem sleuth like nondescript face?
No, I think it was more like the detailed. I can't remember what it looked like, but I remember it feeling like kind of gross, being like, oh, ooh.
Well, now I'm curious. I don't remember.
It could be Game Over. It could be fucking. What's the one where everybody fights? Collide. It could be that.
Does he fight Yaldabaoth in Collide?
I think that maybe that one, and maybe another one where Caliborn is depicted fighting for like a few seconds, and then it goes back to whatever else is happening.
This just reminds me how disappointing it is that like the actual like game of Spurb and like all the mythology around it gets like so little attention at the end of the game, or like towards the end of Homestuck.
Yeah,
it's my favorite shit, and it's just not the priority. Oh,
there's
ew!
always a little. Oh, you see it?
I think I see it. Oh yeah, it sucks. Okay, is this it? Yeah. If this is it, I think this is it, and it's bad.
Oh my god, yeah, I saw that. That's the what I had in my head. That blue bit wasn't there. I think it's mostly just the white, the black lines drawn.
I guess it's a little
and
bit.
The blue lit is like it flies off really quick, but yeah, that's the face.
I guess it's a little bit. It's like what do you call him? What's the bad guy from Problem Sleuth? Mobster Kingpin.
Yes.
I think it's meant to resemble that, and like, yeah, all right, yeah.
It's got a bit too much detail. It looks like a snake because it's a snake. It just sort of makes it more of a beast and less of a cool, like,
yeah,
like
cool.
I don't know, magical, undecipherable energy being.
Much cooler when you didn't know.
You know what this looks like? It looks like that fucking Rick and Morty joke where the sun is screaming all the time.
Oh yeah.
They go to a planet and it's like, oh, this is great, and then the sun rises and it screams.
Yeah, you are right. That. It does look like that. It's silly. It makes me... I think it's meant to be silly. I think it's meant to be dumb, but I just think it's a bad choice.
I don't know if it's meant to be dumb, because, like, in the moment, it's, like, a really hype, like, oh, Caliborn's fighting, everyone's fighting, so much stuff is happening, and it's like, I could imagine somebody who just doesn't understand the importance of mystery being like, oh, but we've never seen, like, the face of one of these guys. Maybe this would be a good time. We could see the face at last, and now we can put that in a wiki, and now everybody knows how many teeth they have.
The tone of Collide is kind of comical, though. So
yes.
I think this face is meant to be a little bit goofy.
I would make it goofier. If I was gonna do that, I would make it as goofy as a Problem Sleuth face.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure this is a Mobster Kingpin reference, which I get it. I get the desire to do that with your final boss monster, so you use a callback to the other big final boss monster from the other story. I get it, but it's bad for Yaldabea. It's a very... If the denizens...
Yaldageoth.
More like Yaldageoth. The denizens had so much, like, build-up, and then, like, I don't know, if you're gonna like subvert their build-up by having them look goofy, yeah, I think to have it be, like, such a fleeting throwaway moment in the course of this one, it's very...
If they wanted to reveal the face... Yeah, if they wanted to really reveal the face, for some reason...
Yeah.
It should be like a huge, impressive panel.
Yeah.
And it should be like... It should be a
should have been a moment.
Drawing.
Should have been a moment.
Should have been a moment, yeah.
Not a thing you could literally, like, miss and not even notice.
Because it's like every depiction has been like, we don't see what's really going on in the interaction between the denizen and the kid.
Yeah.
And earlier on, we only hear about what happens, and, you know, John dies because he goes to see Typheus.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't see any of that
so
interaction.
Cool! So fucking cool! Who know what happened? Why? What was it like? John doesn't remember because the version of him that lived didn't do that. So mysterious. This only takes away some of the appeal. I still really like the denizens. I think they're a really cool element of the story. Another cool part of Spurb lore that the latter Homestuck seems almost obsessed with not paying any attention to.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that is a conversation that has been had a billion times.
I know. I'll never get over it. It's never gonna be okay. It's never gonna be okay. What happens?
Well, speaking of comics,
yeah,
I've been working a little bit on Clarissa.
Oh,
there was a bit of a script thing where I'm like, I had a few sketches, and I wanted to. Something was off about the way the story ended, so I had to, like, go back and, like, rearrange panels and add some new panels into the sketches and do some script stuff. So that's something. It's not a lot yet. I'm not, like, really sitting down and, like, okay, let's go, let's draw. It's a lot of thinking and being like, how do I make the story, like, so okay, like, not bad? You know, this is what I'm aiming for, is that it's not stupid.
That is the challenge, yeah.
But I think I made a bit of not a breakthrough, but just sort of like an improvement, so that's good. It is not going to be too long now before I can sketch the rest of the pages, and then I will have a page count that I can tell people. And then I will draw it all.
Do you have okay, wait. So this is chapter 2 or 3 of Clarissa?
I don't remember. Let me go to giveandtake.site.
Yeah.
.site to find out.
You're gonna definitely want to hit up giveandtake.site.
Yeah, giveandtake.site. There she is, Clarissa Gunsmoke and the Bandit King. Also at the top of the page. God, my site sucks so much. Come on, show me the money.
Oh no, it's so inefficient.
I want to see the chapter page. How many chapters do we got? Was that button not go there? Okay, forget it. Lamal. So we have this first chapter, and then the second chapter. But we got 3 chapters. Scrolling down. And I think it's 3 chapters. Yes, so this will be chapter 4 and onwards. I think I have more than 100 pages sketched. More like 90 actually. But there's a lot still to sketch. So who knows? I don't.
I'm sorry. Wait, you say you already have 90 pages?
Let me double check. It's probably not 90. It's probably like 50. But it's a sizable amount sketched, and then I still need to like sketch the last bit.
Wait, you've got 50 that are sketched but not finished.
Not finished. Not public yet, yes.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. I'm not very efficient with my writing.
How many are done and published now?
3 chapters worth, so that's like how many pages? Like 20 pages a chapter?
Oh.
Something like that.
So you're gonna like more than double it with all this. All this new stuff.
Possibly.
Yeah, sounds like it's headed that way. Interesting.
So I'm feeling pretty good about making some progress on it. Pretty soon.
Did you ever finish those commissions?
No.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I've still got to do like 3.
All right.
So I have been working on them. It's just I look at the commission thing and I'm like, please draw anything, and I'm like, but I can't, and then I don't.
But I can't draw anything. No, I understand. Yeah.
I should do those first. I will do those first. Yeah. I've just been like I was talking to my therapist and being like, I don't know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And she said, like, what do you want to do? What do you need? What do you want to, like, I'm not gonna, like, remember exactly what the conversation was, but the result was, I should start things that I want to get done rather than waiting for myself to finish this one thing. I think it gets stuck too often when I'm like, I want to do things linearly. I had the commissions earlier. I said I would do all of the commissions and then work on other things. And because of that, I have just not done anything. And so, like, if I do the Clarissa stuff, at least I'm getting something done. And maybe it'll just make it easier for me to get into a working mood and organize my life and get everything else done. So,
I see. So, in the case that, like, if you're not getting the commissions done, rather than not do anything else until they're done, you might as well do something else.
Yeah.
I see. That makes, sure. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not that, like, huge brain thing, but it's just sort of, it is a consistent problem. I love doing things in order, and I love finishing things before moving on, because I feel like I'm going to get overwhelmed with, like, juggling too many different projects.
It is good to do if possible. Like, it's a good instinct to have in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was starting to feel bad as well, because I had this idea to make a little video about my RuneScape thing, and that was being like, well, you should do the commissions first before you do that,
right?
And I'm like, but
if you did that,
but it would only be a little thing. It would only be a little.
But if
thing.
you did that, there would just be no video. You would never make it.
I would never make the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I forced myself to make a video because I wanted to do it, and I would feel bad about not doing it. And it wasn't going to take that long, and it didn't, because I didn't make it a big edited thing. It was just like a little explanation. Few PNGs on the screen, that's all you need. So that's done. I feel good that is done. and now I will do the commissions and work on Clarissa at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
I need to go toilet quick. I will be a moment.
You know what? Me too. Again.
Lol. I'm back.
Boy. Okay. Scared.
Scary.
Scary.
Hey, you know when you're waiting for a bus, and there's not been a bus in a while?
Yeah.
And then suddenly 2 buses come at the same time. That's what just happened in the toilet.
What?
Because I had a shit, and then immediately after I was done, it was followed by another shit.
What?
You know what I mean? You ever get that?
I guess.
It was like one meal comes down.
I would
and then a different meal.
I mean, I would probably describe that as one shit that I just had. I thought I was done, but then I wasn't, and then I had to do some more.
I guess that's exactly the same as what I said.
That's how I would phrase it, but I get what you're saying. I was gonna say that took a while. I was gonna say
yeah.
Oh shit! My headphones fell out. I must grab a seltzer. Okay. I can hear again.
Hooray. What were we talking about?
Geez, what were we talking about?
We talked about Homestuck, then I talked about Clarissa.
Homestuck? Oh, I think that was it. I think we were talking about Clarissa when you left. We talked about my video. That's my big thing for the day. My move. Oh, frickin' yeah, I said last week or something that I had really screwed up and by not getting a truck, and that's true. This blows. There was no truck available in Boston, like at all, anywhere. I could not find one in Boston. My mom found one in like a town that is closer to where I grew up. And it's like an hour away. So I'm going to have to take a train there, pick up a truck like an hour away, and then drive it back here. And
God.
Yeah. Fortunately, I only have to drive it one way because I can drop it off at a different location. But yeah, I have to drive this fucking moving truck on a highway for like an hour. So that's going to suck. And plus they charge you by the mile, so that's it's going to cost me like $50 for nothing.
Yeesh.
Yeah. But it's all I could get.
Maybe you should learn to live smaller, less items. Live like the Buddha.
I don't have that many items, Gib. I called up U-Haul and I was trying to get something more nearby, and I asked the guy, like, I was like, what if I just rented one on like before? He was like, no, we don't have anything on the 30th. I was like, what if I rented one before? What if I got one on the 29th? And he was like, well, you'd have to have it back the next day. And I said, what if I didn't? and the guy was like, well, then some family that needed a truck wouldn't have it to move. And I said, yeah, but what would happen to me though? And he was like, well, I guess we'd fine you. And I was like, okay.
How much?
Honestly, I mean, yeah. Fine
by me.
Kind of. I decided it was easier to just drive an hour. That's fine. I wouldn't feel good about depriving someone else of their rental.
But I'd cope.
Yeah, I'd be okay though. Yeah. So that's what I got to do. Not tomorrow, but the next day, Tuesday. I'm gonna have to get up early on Tuesday morning, because apparently, frickin' my landlord asked me when I'm gonna be out, and I said, well, the lease says the 30th, so I guess I'll leave on the 30th. And she emailed me and said, like, the workers, the guys that I've been saying have been doing renovations on my place, she said they're gonna be here on the 30th, early in the morning on the 30th. They're gonna be like drilling into my wall or something. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to work around them or something. that's gonna be annoying. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like she might be overstepping her bounds a little bit lately, sending like dudes to like spend time in our rooms to like do work on our walls and stuff. I feel like maybe she's not allowed to do that while we're still living here.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It's inconsiderate at the very least.
At the very least. But whatever. It's too late now and I'll be gone soon. I think I successfully hoodwinked her out of a month's rent, though. I don't think I'm gonna have to pay that last month's rent.
Nice.
Yeah, so pretty good, honestly. That's
You should leave like a calling card saying that you didn't do that. You didn't pay last month's rent. That's like, haha, you've been swindled by the great Ben Saint.
That's a great idea. There's no way that could be used against me in any kind of civil settlement. Leave a card saying, yeah.
I did crime.
Here's some money that I stole from you. Here's the exact amount. Here's how I did it. Here's my new contact information in case you want to reach me to talk about it. Bye. Yeah.
It's just like what a great criminal does when they steal the priceless jewel.
That's what
they put their calling card and they laugh in the face of the authorities.
That's why they're great criminals, criminal masterminds, is because they make it really easy to catch them.
Well, they put their alter ego. It's like Batman was here, except Batman's not a criminal.
No, if Batman were really good, he would just leave a card that says the exact address of the Batcave, detailed instructions for entering it, his name, his social security number, etc., etc. That would be, if he was really the world's greatest detective. That's, I think, what would happen. Man, oh man. So that's gonna suck.
I just like the idea, like, oh, somebody stole the crown jewels, or like they opened the safe and like, oh, it's gone. What's this? And it's somebody's driver's license with their face and all their information.
I have a mattress. I replaced my mattress at some point because my old one was gross. So I still have it. Like, it's sort of like against a wall. I never got rid of it. So, I'm considering, like, I'm not exactly sure how to dispose of a mattress. There's probably a right way. I don't think you can just have the fucking trash guys pick it up on the sidewalk. But I have some, I don't know. I think I might have to pay to get it disposed of, and alternatives that I'm rolling around in my mind are, one, leave it on the sidewalk anyway. Because what are they going to do? Come and find me? No. Nobody's going to know that it's my mattress. The landlord will have to deal with it. Two, maybe just leave it in the room of one of the other guys that has already moved out. Just put it in there and put it on the floor and leave, and she won't know that I left it. What would they do? They couldn't.
I think the second one might be better. Because maybe the person moving in is like, oh, cool, free mattress.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I might just do that. I don't really see any downside. And it means I don't have to deal with it. It's a bad mattress. And I don't think anyone would really want this mattress. That's why I replaced it. But, what's the right way to do it? How to dispose of a mattress?
You beat the shit out of it. Literally.
Oh, yeah. Discarded mattresses and box springs can be notoriously difficult to manage. They're expensive to transport. So recycling or use. Wait. Okay, mattresses and textiles are banned from disposal or transport for disposal. Okay, most mattress and box spring components can be easily disassembled and recycled. Okay. So...
Is it a spring mattress?
Mattress recycling incentive programs. I think it is a spring mattress. Donate. You can donate to a charity. Find a commercial mattress recycler. Okay, there might be a municipal program for like collecting mattresses for recycling. I don't see my town on here though.
Where you live, you gotta eat the mattress to get rid of it.
I don't see Alston or Brighton on here. So that's... Cambridge is not too far. Whatever. I might just leave it in someone else's room. Fuck it. I hate this landlady. I hope she has more problems in the future. I hope she has to deal with it. I consider that a bonus, is that it would be annoying for her. Yeah, anyway, those are my moving concerns. I'm tired just thinking about it.
I'm gonna have a nice long nap on this mattress about it, because of how tired I am.
I don't want to sleep on this mattress. It doesn't smell great. My new mattress is great. It's delightful. Hey, what is HD resolution?
High definition.
Yeah.
Oh, 1920 by 1080.
That's HD, 1920 by 1080?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my camera will record in... hang on. My camera can record in... Okay, 2560 by 1442. Which is not 4K. Okay, apparently 4K is 3840 by 2160. I assumed it would be 4000. But
yeah, it's the 3.8, but it's close enough to 4, so I think that's why.
So my camera will not record in 4K, but it will record in like in above HD, which is fine. I kind of wish I could film in 4K. I think a little more resolution would be good, but I feel like the expectation is not that videos need to be in 4K on YouTube. I don't think anyone's going to be like, this isn't in 4K. I can't watch this.
Yeah, it's still like HD is good enough for most anything.
Yeah. I was surprised. I can film in this like above HD resolution, and a minute of footage is about 125 megabytes. So like 15 minutes of footage is like 1.8 gigs, and my phone is pretty empty, so it has like 40 gigs of storage on it. So I can store I think I think 30 minutes by 10. I can store like 300 minutes. I can store like 5 hours of footage on that thing.
That is quite a big amount on a phone.
Yeah.
I don't know how much my phone has, actually.
So I might have to set it to start recording, let it go, and then I want to record it in chunks, because like if anything happens, I don't want to lose everything. The downside to that is that I can only tell it to restart recording up to like 10 times. So if I'm recording like 15-minute segments, I can only record 10 of them. And also there's a little bit of a break. Like it's not a smooth continuous. I checked this. There's a little bit of a cut each time it stops recording and starts again. So I will just have to keep an eye on the time. I'll start it at exactly a 30-minute point on the clock, and I'll just have to keep my eye on the time. And any time it's getting to be an hour or half hour, I'll just have to know like there's going to be a cut here. I should like wait to start my next sentence until the half hour mark passes, and then I can start again. That's my plan.
I hope it works.
Okay, thank you. I'm rambling now. I have been thinking a lot about how this all works. It's very complicated. Literally just to like, this is all just in service of just like setting up a camera on a tripod and telling it to record. I have had to consider all of these things. It's so hard being a content creator. It's so hard being a successful content creator like Ben Saint. It do be like that. Yeah. Well, hey, we've been going for an hour 40. What do you think about going to the Ask PCP questions?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't think of anything off the top of my head else that I need to.
There's only one thing, and it's that I'm going to be doing, like, Sunday assessments of my work. This is another thing the therapist told me to start doing.
Sunday assessments.
Assessment time, where I go over the previous week and what I accomplished. And it's not supposed to be like an opinion piece. It's just sort of like factual information, what was done, and then make a plan for the next week. So what am I going to work on next week? And I feel like having like a time, a thing happening, an event, a Sunday assessment period will help me to be like, all right, let's actually like plan out the next week. So today is going to be my first one of those. And I hope it works for productivity.
Makes sense. So it's just like you write like a list of everything that was done.
Yeah,
right?
I just sort of go over the things that I accomplished, and not to like make it into like a talking down to or like a telling off, like, oh, you didn't meet the quota, you motherfucker. It's not about punishing myself. It's just about like keeping track, I suppose, of what I was able to do. So that when I plan things going forward, I can adjust plans to be like, okay, do less work because it was too much, or do more work because you can, or whatever. I don't know how to do it exactly. I'm gonna figure it out, but like I like the idea. I like the idea of getting a little document, a little like clipboard, and writing down notes. Ah, yes.
Yep.
My life is within my control because you see, I wrote down a lot of numbers.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Checks out. Oh fuck! Wait a minute. I need more caffeine. It's been 4 hours since I had any caffeine, and that's just not gonna work for me. Okay. All right. Is that fine with you?
That's fine, but I'm drinking caffeine right now. I'm drinking a cup of tea. Cup of Yorkshire Gold.
A cup of have a cuppa, you pervert.
Huh?
Is that when people say cuppa? I've heard like Hagrid in Harry Potter. He says have a cuppa. Is that just short for a cup of tea?
Yeah. What do you think he meant?
No, I mean that's what I thought it meant. It sounds dumb. I don't like it. Finish your damn sentence, you freak.
Yeah, no, we're all about conjugations or whatever.
Hideous.
Like so right would be it is all right.
Well, I mean that's
like pretty normal.
Yeah, Saul Goodman. Yeah, Saul
Goodman.
Sure. That one's
there's more extreme examples. I can't really think of them off the top of my head. But like, yeah. Shorten those words. Words suck. Who cares? Just get that info. Get that brain chemistry.
Longer words for longer content. Make the video longer. Make it last forever. Make the video never end.
See, this is a capitalism in action. You're elongating your vocabulary.
170,000 hours of lo-fi hip-hop beats to study and chill to, please. Use those longest words we can think of in our hip-hop beats.
Return to monkey. Grunt.
Okay, let's look at some. There was actually some questions we missed last week. Yeah.
Well, did they come up during recording or?
No, they came out a little later. So it's not our fault. But I do want to read them. Actually, one of them is, if you can believe it, I think it's an art post from New. So we'll have to. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
That
it's
is
pretty
so tall.
substantial, actually.
Let me zoom the fuck in.
Wait a minute. Is it?
This is a whole damn manga.
Yeah, this. Oh, it's a. Yes. Okay, I remember. I remember meeting Ararare. Last. Oh, it's the last. It's labeled last art mail. No! I mentioned that New said he was interested in drawing a chapter of the manga, right? Of the Dojin.
Yeah.
I appreciate so much how I have my giant forehead, my fucking 5 head, but it's cute. It's cute here. Okay. So Arari bonks the pig.
Yeah, that was the last art mail. Is that's what happened?
Oh, right, like previous
saying.
art. I see. Okay. Well,
yeah, there's not the last one. Hopefully not.
We gotta find Nate. Ew, fine. Look at these tits. Oh God.
I'm looking at those tits.
Look at them sloshing out of the gap there. Okay.
You got a camel toe as well.
Yeah, there's like the gut and the camel toe. I don't know if I appreciate that quite as much. And okay. Ew, this one's so anatomical. I don't like it. I mean I like it, but you know. Huff. This is so fucking stupid, one. How many more floors do we have to go? We literally just started running. Since there's 10 episodes per floor, Nate should be 10 floors down. Room 214.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's in PCPHQ.
PCPHQ just gets built taller the more podcast episodes there are.
10 episodes per floor. PCPHQ, infinitely tall, paid for by Trixie's big money connections. No, I think the HQ is infinitely tall. We're not building more. We're ascending. We're just going higher and higher in the infinite PCPHQ. Christ. I can't keep up this girl form. I can't keep up this girl form for 10 more fucking floors. Wait, am I like transform?
Are you gonna transform?
Transform. Looks like someone needs to lay off the gummies.
That's me. It's me. It's my line.
Ah, fine.
It looks like someone needs to. It looks like someone needs to lay off the gummies and hit the gym. Lol.
And then, what's going on?
I like how I'm just carrying my boobs because they're so big.
Yeah, you just gotta carry them everywhere. Floor 31, and what's going on with this door?
It's being like rattled. Somebody's smashing. Somebody's doing something.
Oh yeah. I see.
Oh, sounds like sniffing. Irarare says.
And I'm
this
saying
this close-up is so good. This close-up is great. Those expressions.
Yeah, you looking like you two look like you're solving some kind of Mary Drew, Nancy Drew mystery.
Yeah.
Okay. Gah. What the hell are y'all standing around for? I sense a strong adversary behind this door. Do you wish to proceed? Select options below. Yes, no. Fuck off, bozo. Fuck off, bozo. I did it.
You did it.
Strong adversary. Shut your cringe at my forehead. There isn't even anything down here. Sniff. Oh no.
What's sniffing?
I know.
Wait, I know
what it is.
That's a big nose.
Wait, look how cute you are in this door frame. Poking your little head out. Yeah. Sniff.
I love the fucking perspective stance. You're like strongly in the doorway.
Yeah.
With tiny little feet down there.
Tiny little feet. Actually, Actually, look how tiny my feet are compared to the door frame. It's exaggerated. Why would he exaggerate perspective for artistic effect? Why would he do that?
I don't know. It seems impossible.
It seems impossible. It's impossible but true.
Snort. That was a snort.
Snort. And then
oh my god, we're a collapse.
This camel toe shot. Ugh. That smell. Oh, this face on the next one. Look at that. So earthy, delectable, pungent. It smells just like nay.
Oh my god. This is berserk all of a sudden.
Hideous.
It's the sniffer. It's the I don't even remember what he was called. It's the guy with the big nose. Does he even
have a name? Yeah, it's hideous. It's fucking naked mole rat looking teeth here. I'm gonna throw up.
This is great.
Nate. Yeah. This rules. Oh my god. What do we do with these? These should be in a museum.
They should be in a comic that I could purchase with my money.
Yeah, I'd buy this if it were printed. This is so good. I love it. I'm glad that I was wrong, that it's not the last art mail.
Yes. How could this be the end?
How could this be the end? Leave me hanging, in suspense. Delightful. All right. Well, I'm glad I almost missed it because it was posted last week, but I found it.
I'm gonna save that image.
Yeah. Next one is from Ripdot. What is your favorite musical? Do you ever listen to musical soundtracks on their own, or do you only enjoy seeing them in person? Funny of you to assume that I see musicals in person. I don't think I've ever seen a musical in person.
I think I've seen Spam-A-Lot in person.
I've never seen that.
That was a Monty Python musical.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I haven't really seen that many. I have seen like actual musicals that I've seen, and again, I have never been to one live. I saw the SpongeBob musical, of course, which I thought was great. I've watched. I guess it wasn't really a musical because I watched the 70s filmed version of Jesus Christ Superstar, which is based on a musical. Yeah, I guess I'd have to say the SpongeBob musical is the only like actual musical that I feel any particular way about and that I've seen.
Is Peter and the Wolf a musical? You know,
I've never. I know of it. I've never seen it.
It's like the.
It's set to like an orchestral score, right?
Yeah, it's like an orchestral score, and it's an animation. The most famous one, I think, is a stop motion animation thing with a Peter and there's a cat and there's a wolf.
I feel like a musical, as this guy means to say, is like performed live on stage.
Sure, because I went to see like a live, like orchestrated Peter and the Wolf, but the animated show was like on the screen, and then the orchestra was playing live. That was pretty good.
Interesting. Mapashidipan says, why the fuck do you guys have so much lore? Like, I want to listen to your podcast, but every 5 minutes you're referencing some person who hates your channel because some con that happened 4 years ago or shit like that. I guess we've just been on the internet long enough that we've collected,
we've accrued lore.
We've accrued lore
through time.
We've accrued relationships and with people that have played out in various ways, and now that's all part of the stuff that happened.
See, what we're doing is we're making it so long and confusing that we can make a lecture about it and rake in the big bucks. That's
the plan. If only someone had the idea to make a lecture that explained the origins of the Horseshoe Crew and and the formation of the PCP. That would have been a lecture that I think people would have wanted to watch.
Yeah. I didn't realize what you were referencing first.
I am, of course, referring to the Brony lecture, much of which was concerned with the formation of the Horseshoe Crew and the PCP. I spilled some shit. Okay. And it's wiped. Next one is from Jade. How are you doing? Be honest, I care about your well-being. Well, for me, I am feeling hopeful about this video project. I feel... That makes me feel hopeful. That I think it will do well. I think it will be nice to have done something in a while. I'm feeling stressed about the move, but maybe not stressed enough because I haven't packed. I mean, I've packed somewhat, but I have a lot more to do. So there's that, and that's it.
I feel similar. I'm optimistic for projects. I mean, I did kind of have a breakdown, like, just the other day, but then by the end of the day, I was okay. I think that's just
talk about that?
Nah.
Okay.
It was mostly a gender dysphoria thing, but, like, things like that happen from time to time, and it's sort of, what changes is my ability to deal with it and work through it and then feel better afterwards. And I think that has improved, since having a therapist. And yeah, I'm more capable.
Your therapist is a cis woman?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. You should kill her.
Yeah. No.
You should punish her. She's
white? She's great.
She's not white, is she?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Bad news. Okay.
I'm getting indoctrinated or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my life is all right, and I'm feeling okay. I can, like, things can come my way, and it'll be like, oh, that's bad, that sucks. Obviously, the news is always depressing.
Yeah.
But I feel more capable of handling.
Well, not always.
Handling things. No, not all news.
Actually, I think we did. You know what? I'm not gonna mention it. Because there's a question coming up, but there was some good news this week that was very funny. So
yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah. Aboro asks, with infinite time, money, and access to anything and anyone you want, what would you create artistically? So anything. You could do anything at all. What would you make?
Infinite time, money, and access to anyone I want. Also presuming they want to work with me on this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like too many options. It would be like,
or you can pay enough money that you can get anyone. You could get friggin' I don't know who's the most expensive celebrity in Hollywood right now.
Dunno.
Doja Cat. I don't know.
Dogecoin.
Yeah.
I would get I get Sergio Leone and Ennio Morricone, the duo that made the movie and music for spaghetti westerns like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I'd get those two guys, and then I would have them make the Clarissa Gunsmoke Wild West movie. I don't know who would play Clarissa. Maybe it would be even animated. I get Quentin Tarantino and Sergio Leone to co-direct a Ghibli film with Hayao Miyazaki's team, and sure, Hayao Miyazaki as well, and then Ennio Morricone for the and his Clarissa Gunsmoke the Wild West feature big film. That's what I would do.
So you would make a western?
Yeah.
Okay.
Westerns are so fucking cool. They're like pirates, but in the desert.
A little bit. Did you see the new Red Letter Media where they talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly?
It did remind me of how much I love that. Yeah.
I'm
like, I went back and I watched I listened to the soundtrack and I'm like, oh. Ennio Morricone is like the Toby Fox of cinema.
Ooh, now there's a comparison. You mean because he makes his own soundtracks to his movies? No,
Ennio Morricone is the musician. He's the orchestrator, and Sergio Leone is the director. But Ennio Morricone is just like the songs he made for the westerns and the films he worked on are just so powerful and cool and like perfect. And how could somebody be that good at making music? And it's the sort of thing where you listen to it and everything, the experience of watching the film comes back and it's like, oh, just like Toby Fox.
Yeah. I found a disgusting thread on Twitter that I hate, and I'm not going to look at it anymore.
With infinite money, time, and resources, Ben saying would use Twitter.
I would make angry posts on Twitter. I would say, fuck you. God. Infinite... I could make anything I want. Anything at all.
And the Muppets would be there. The Muppets, I would have Kermit in my film.
You get the whole Muppet troupe, yeah.
It would be like a multimedia thing. It would be like, there's the live-action stuff with the Muppets, but also a Ghibli film animation segments. A Western. With Clarissa Gunsmoke, and she shoots her gun. And she's so cool when she does it.
I don't know. I don't know if I can answer. I can't think of anything. Would I make a cartoon? Would I make a whole studio cartoon of something? I don't know. What would it be? Maybe I would get some writers together or something. Maybe I would just workshop with some writers. Maybe I would get a team together and we would just come up with something. We would come up with something we wanted to make. And maybe that's what I would first invest in getting people together to come up with something that we wanted to make. And maybe it would be, I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe a cartoon or maybe a video game. I would probably make a video game. I think I would probably make I don't know what it would be, but I think if I could make any piece of art or tell a story in any medium and there were no limits, I think I would go with a video game. And the details beyond that are, I don't know. That's all I got. My answer sucks. All right. Next. Where was I? Sorry, I lost my place. Brody Puha says no voicemail, no watch. Okay. And then some people commented on the bonus episode, which I'll remind people I did release the Bencast Ben commentary bonus episode.
Oh yes, I haven't seen that.
It is about an hour long, as was the original Bencast. And also, what was I gonna say? Someone else on Twitter pointed out that why didn't I call it the commentary? And I definitely should have. So that's my bad.
Well, then it would be like a comb, like a honeycomb, or a hair
I know,
comb,
but
commentary.
Yeah, I guess. But what's the joke in Ben commentary? Yeah.
Combination. Combination
so
Ben Saint and Ben Saint.
The next one is it's from Roxanne Kaiser, and it says, check out this guy's work, and I think this is links to more Vinny art. So I guess let's Vinny has continued to DM me on Discord, and I have continued to not look at them because I generally look at them on the podcast. Okay, this is This is Saberspark, so that's not a podcast member.
This is Saberspark with Tom in a wheelchair.
Stand Spark.
God, please, will just kill me now.
Wait, that's not the first one.
This is the second one I'm looking at.
Okay, if the first one gets heavier, the more clout his opponent has. His sword gets... Okay. Tom says, God, please just kill me now. So I was watching a children's cartoon and making very artistic critics and posting about it on Twitter today. Many people retweeted my hot takes on Paws of Fury and how the one cat wears a thong. My precious good boy persona had to have many points of dialogue over how there are always perverted images being snuck into my otherwise wholesome children's media. Furthermore, my Patreon has exploded from moms retweeting it and giving me money to take down furry cartoons with too many subliminal messages ruining the innocent minds of their children watching these shows.
Is that a thing?
I don't think does he have a Patreon?
Surely.
I don't think he makes most of his money through Patreon.
I guess he doesn't seem like the type that would have Patreon like fans, but he could get a lot of views.
Yeah. No, I don't see a Patreon when I Google... Wait, Saberspark Pink. No, I'm wrong. I'm stupid. Yeah, there is one. How much does he make on Patreon?
$17,000 a month.
So he has 300. Okay, 315 patrons. So he's probably making like 1,000 or 2,000. I mean, so that's not. I think he makes more money through ad revenue and like partnerships and sponsorships and stuff. Who cares? Anyway, back to whatever we were looking at. Shit, I lost the page. Next one is...
I think it's some JoJo things. It's you and then me with our JoJo stands.
Oh, yes. It's the Awupity. Is that my stand?
I guess so.
And then...
The Gibbon Takes stand platformer. They posted some other images to me of this. That's like Ray Woman, because she's a platformer. I think that's Jack, but female from Jack and Dexter.
I can see it. Yeah.
I don't know who the goblin on the right is. Goblin lady.
Yeah, that's Rayman and I don't. Wait a minute.
I always have the cat face.
Wait a minute. Okay, all these three are your stand.
I guess so.
Yeah. Okay, Gibbon Takes stand platformer. Cute AI girl gamer can manifest a character based on Sony PlayStation platformer games. The manifestations have the powers of the game they came from. The limitations that it can only be from Sony PlayStation exclusive titles. It's Tawna. Is that from Crash Bandicoot?
That's from Spyro? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the lady from I'm pretty sure. Let me type that in.
Okay.
No, it is Crash Bandicoot. It's the Crash.
I knew it.
Yeah, it's the girlfriend of Crash Bandicoot in the first game, and she comes back in Crash 4 looking like a punk. I think.
Right, they gave her blue hair and pronouns.
Blue hair and pronouns.
Cool.
Same pronouns.
Finally.
She's cis, I think.
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah. They took her pronouns away and then they gave them back to her unchanged.
All right, based.
The next one is Simsy Artist Across the Pond. No stand, but he can see stands with help from the symbiote in his butt. Okay, sure. Spoilers, Simsy comes into the comic, and the details of it that aren't going into the comic are the following images. Okay. Second door on the right is the bathroom, is what Ben said. Is what Ben said. There are pictures of each row of images, not just individuals. The bathroom. Get out of my room! Oh, sorry. Wrong room, I guess. I suppose that door is second to the first door I checked.
Sure is, Simsy.
P.U. This room smells like a bathroom. Yeah, this looks like it'd be an American toilet. Pooping. Huh? Did I hear someone? Crash.
Oh my god, 18 more images.
I'm freed. Oh, this is... Gotcha, your body is mine. Ah! Full images for Ben to look at in one go. This is a close-up... Okay, close-up row of Ben's room that I specifically wanted feedback on. What? Which was the trash one? Put a lot of effort into what the mattress would look like. You have sat against a wall in your room. This guy remembers that I have a mattress. I don't know. It's a mattress leaning against a wall. It's between my bed has it pushed up against the mattress on the wall.
The fucking image of Simsy screaming in pain.
Yeah.
As the guy touches his shoulder lightly.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice his little hand there. Yeah, it's just dink. I've been stuck in Ben Saint's household for too long. Together we can be free, Simsy. Oh, gee.
But who is that?
It's the symbiote.
There's a symbiote?
I guess I just had a symbiote. Yeah, in a tank. So Ben Saint has had Marvel's venom in his room. What's Marvel's venom? I'm a slime-based organism trying to live symbiotically with a host body. That's venom. Okay, man. So what are my superpowers now? I don't know. We share antibodies and T cells. So you're immune to HIV, and that's it. All right, mate. Your new name is Gumo Gumo. Oh, haha, I like it.
He's just getting on with him.
All right, now let's watch this cool video on YouTube. I've tapped into your neural synapses. I'm learning. Yeah, learn how to do this cool anime shit. All right, mate. Oh, the symbiote has acquired the accent. All right, mate.
All right,
This is Monkey D. Luffy. He stretches like rubber. All right, mate. And then okay. I'm trying to zoom in on this.
So it's Gomu Gomu pistol. Gomu Gomu. No, Hunter x Hunter. I don't know Hunter x Hunter.
Squirting out of his head.
Is.
Yeah, I don't know what's
going on. Gomu Gomu no big booby mummy milker. Oh frick, my back is giving out.
Gumu Gumu no demon slayer. Gumu Gumu no Fleur Delius? Fleur de Lis, like Robin. Gomu Gomu no Jojo. Oh, it's Gumo. Oh, it's Gumo instead of Gomu. Gumo no Jojo. I understand. I understand the reference. And then,
as Oblivion Fall.
Is that what Oblivion looks like?
Yeah, canon. It's an image of him.
Oblivion Fall does not have a beard.
A fucking unicycle computer chair.
With Oblivion's hundreds and millions of big booby bucks he's earned via art commissions, he can afford to order pranks and inconveniences to send to Ben Saint on a daily basis. His only weakness is to making mad cash from all the boobies he has. How is that a weakness? How is that a weakness? And then Nate, the best guy ever. There he is. Nate Bestman, Stand Shutterfly, his iconic eyewear were a focal point of his images. He manifested his abilities around that. The best anime ever had an iconic pair of shades Nate loved so much he further developed his usage and combat style around the shades in the anime. There's Nate and me as our ponies, of course, but they're people. I imagine Nate dresses up Michelle and bangs her dressed as Phantom Horn, and he dressed as Kegstit. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Michelle.
Have I seen? Yeah.
Wait, I've seen some of these before. I think there's me hitting the vape, me blowing some sick skull clouds, looking good as always.
That dissolving somebody melts a cop with the blue raspberry.
These blue lives matter, something. I fucked up the cop hat. Oh, Cop Crusher Cerberus. It's a 3-pronged demon dog vape cloud attack. What did I do? What did I do to deserve all of this lore elaboration? It's supposed to be that vape monster's devouring cops. Yeah, I got that. Don't you get it? I'm a psychopath and a killer, Ben Saint. A psychopath and a killer. When Ben talks about serial killers.
This is great.
Okay, these are so weird. Very, very amusing, though. Yeah. Well, that was fun. Hilarious. Whew. I like seeing these for the first time on the show. Okay. Good stuff. Let me find where's the next one here. The next one is from Happy Birthday Ben at Birthda Ben Saint, saying Happy Birthday Ben. Oh, and then Birthda Ben Saint also has a Vocaroo link. So let's give that a listen. Posting it right there. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Blue Eyes reprint packs. We have not opened these in quite a while. I always love opening these Legend of Blue Eyes reprint packs because they're a lot cheaper than, like, of course, Unlimited or even first edition Legend of Blue Eyes, even though they're much, much newer. I want to shout out Derek H for selling me these. He sold me these at a good price so that we could make a video.
Guy talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I'm pretty excited about it because I always love opening these up. And these are the 2017 prints. So if you don't know, Legend of Blue Eyes has many, many different prints. It originally came out in 2002, the first edition print.
It's all it's going to be, isn't it?
Unlimited print. And then mini prints after that. But these reprint packs started in 2010 out of the Legendary Collection Binder Edition. Then they made the Game Board Edition in 2013 and 2017. So these packs have been around for not as long, but they're still actually kind of
okay, old. Good.
Okay.
That's the voicemail experience right there.
Yeah, I don't miss it.
No. Killer Cowrie says, what y'all think about the White House dunking on Republicans and Biden being based for once? This was the news I mentioned before. Yeah, Biden did some student loan forgiveness.
Yes.
Shockingly.
So some good news.
Actually did it. Yeah, I wish I hadn't paid my loans off. But
yeah, you got punked.
I got a little bit punked. Yeah, I got a little bit punked by that. Should have just kept being delinquent, but oh well.
It's it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like they're pulling out like the big guns for the midterms. Like, well, now people think we're cool, and I'm like, well, I mean, it is student loan forgiveness, so fine, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I do like the way they've been handling like shitting on Republicans for just being anti everything good.
I haven't really seen a lot of it. I've been hearing that the verbiage coming out of the White House has been based lately, but
I think it was a Twitter account, like the White House Twitter account was like quoting Republicans saying, "Oh, this forgiveness is so bad," and then they're just pointing out like that this person got like subsidies from the government to like repay loans for stuff. PPP
you can
loans.
Do it. You can always do it. Everyone who bitches about it is some rich asshole that has some fucking stupid business loans or PPP loans that they've taken out and had forgiven. Good.
It's never been about like fairness.
No,
they always talk about how it's not fair, but like it really has never been about it.
They don't actually care. They're just already on top, and they want to stay that way. Every time. So yeah, Killer Cowrie. I guess I would say that it seems cool. I guess I wished he did it more often, but I'll take what I can get. Biden does some okay things sometimes. Yeah. Even though he was like historically like anti-abortion, and I think he was also kind of a little bit of a segregationist, and that's bad. But like the things he's done as president, he's been pretty like good about like protecting trans rights. He's been pretty He's been pretty pro-abortion. I mean,
he has, but like I don't know what he can do to like stop certain things. So it feels like he's not doing anything, and he is just saying, I have solidarity.
Yeah.
And then Roe v. Wade is like, oh, ugh. What can be done about that? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
can he do anything?
Sure. He's at least made his
he's at least made his stance clear, I guess.
Stance is clear, which is good. I don't think he can do anything personally about Roe v. Wade. I mean, it's a judicial. I guess wait. Something codified? Is that something you do by executive order? Or is that something you do in Congress? I don't actually know how it works. I think
I don't trust Biden to be like suddenly like a super progressive person. But if he does good things, then that is good.
Right.
Like if it helps him stay in power to be more socialist, more progressive, then I guess that's good for everyone.
Yeah. Next one, Kuzco asks, when will Ben continue his New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh retrospective? I'm craving for it for almost 3 years now, and I feel I'm going to explode. Has it been 3 years? That sucks. Jesus. I do mean to finish it. I have always intended to finish at least the first season. I don't know exactly when, but definitely, I mean, after this current video is done. After that's done, I probably won't do it right away, but I do have... I think it's going to be when I kind of don't really have anything else that I'm, like, actively working on. I'm going to be like, okay, now is the time I can, take a little time and just finish that series up, because I do want to, but it's not like a super high priority. There are other things that are more pressing. So when the pressing things are relieved, that will be when I do that. Number one Ikutsuki Stan account asks, have you explored each other's bodies? Gabe, do you want to field that one?
Well... Not from the inside.
Not from the inside.
Or the outside.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good. I would agree with that answer. Andrew Starkey asks, utopian future or dystopian future? Are you asking which one I would prefer, or which one?
Yeah, dystopia, please.
Dystopia, please. I don't think we're actually headed for like a super dystopian. Unless you think, I mean, we kind of already live in one. I don't think
we do
things
kind of already live in one. I mean, depending on your financial stability, living in like a first world country may feel like a third world at the moment if you don't have a lot.
That's true.
Social safety nets have been, it's not good.
It's not as good.
I don't feel like it's necessarily on like a guaranteed track. Like I think the thing that's potentially the most worrying is like Russia doing a whole Cold War, but then actually going through with a nuke or two. But I don't know that that's any more likely than it ever has been.
Yeah. Oh god, I forgot about that.
I mean, he's always saying it. He's saying, I still got nukes, guys. I could, like, blow you up, dude. You should be scared of me.
I guess if I had nukes, I would probably also do that. So, I get it. When all you've got is a nuke, everything looks like a big red button with a key behind it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
And then, of course, climate catastrophe.
Sure.
It's like, that's definitely going to result in thousands upon thousands of deaths over the next 100 years, unless, I mean, even if changes are made immediately, people are gonna be displaced at the very least. So I don't know.
I mean, if climate stuff gets going, I mean, over the next 100 years, I mean, I would say probably millions and maybe billions even. I mean, depending on like how severe. Yeah,
I mean, even just the heat waves and like the coming like cold wave, I guess, of winter, like weather in Europe at least is getting more extreme. So like the hotter times are going to be hotter, the colder times are going to be colder. So if you don't have the infrastructure, you might just die from a heat stroke or die from being too cold and you can't turn on your radiator because it's way too expensive because of the war in Ukraine. So,
Oh, that war.
I'm expecting, people are predicting, people are just gonna freeze to death today in this year. That's just gonna be a thing that will happen a lot. Mostly older people who, don't have people to, go talk to them.
Oh, well, okay then.
But
fine.
No, that's not.
Just like COVID, right? Like, it's only going to kill people that are old or people that have pre-existing conditions, and so it's whatever.
It happens every year anyway. The older people are, if they don't have family and they get snowed in, they're just fucked. So if you've, but everyone's feeling the energy increases.
Glad I'll never be old or dead.
It's hard to be, just blanketly, oh yeah, we're not heading for dystopia. It's not gonna be terrible. Because it definitely is, in the short term at least.
Disasters happen. There's always been disasters.
I think what's gonna happen is that we're going to just get more used to whatever dystopian things are happening and just continue to not call it a dystopia, because...
It does feel like that has already happened a bit.
Yeah, it's happened a lot.
Yeah, and it'll probably continue to happen. So what I'm saying is, by the time we get to what we consider a dystopia now, by that point we'll have been acclimated to it and we'll feel like it's all right. So don't worry about it. You're gonna feel you're gonna feel like it's normal when the time comes.
And then you'll be able to ignore it and play video games, and it'll be fine.
That's right. That's correct. Next one is from Neverpaint. Asks, Ben, are you already or still awake right now, recording this episode? I answered that at the beginning. Yes, I woke up early this morning. I woke up a little earlier than... Yep, I went to sleep, and I woke up very early in the morning, and now I'm awake. The next one is from Dream Man. Beastcapade's conclusion when I crave it. I do want to finish Beastcapades. Obviously, it has been a while since I did anything with it, and I would have to kind of pick it up again and figure out where I left it off. Kind of the same as the Winnie the Pooh retrospective. That's something that I want to pick up at some point, but only after other more pressing matters are dealt with. I would probably do the Winnie the Pooh one first, because that one is not going to take as long, because it's easier. So, yeah, at some point in the not-too-distant future, I hope to have this video done and the Slime and Punishment Kickstarter underway. And then maybe after the Kickstarter is over, at that point, maybe I'll be like, well, nothing to do but finish my Winnie the Pooh retrospective, and then when that's done, well, nothing else but might as well finish Beastcapades. That's kind of the plan. And then this is the last one we've got, is from CJ, who says, when is the next Oops All Guests?
Well, there's never any plan to do multiple
Definitely.
of
those. Why would you want there to be another one?
It was a clusterfuck. It was unbelievable.
It took me all week to organize that, and I don't want to do another one. It was really hard, and the results, it was fun, I guess, but the results were not worth it. Were not worth how hard it was to make it happen, is what I'm saying. So it was an experiment, and it was a successful experiment, and that I successfully obtained the information that I needed, and that information was that I should not do another one. Yeah.
An experiment where, is this a stupid idea?
Oh,
conclusive.
Yes, it was. If anyone could have told you so beforehand, but now we have proven it with science. And that's it. That's the end of the voice of and of the ask things. I will. Yeah, after I move, I will try and set about fixing the voicemail box, among other things. I would also hope to maybe have better internet in my new place, so maybe we could stream a little more successfully after that. So that's
sure, yeah.
Yeah, so that's I'll like to try that again when I'm in my new place with hopefully with more reliable internet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be slowly working on the Clarissa, and I'll get those commissions done. Potentially, we'll go back to streaming Elden Ring. I was reminded, obviously, last time. Neverpaint wants to see it. I'm like, yeah, people did like it. I was just maybe streaming too much, or like at irregular times. But I feel like if I made an announcement, I'd be like, yeah, do a little stream. People come back, have a look. I do want to beat the game on stream. I feel like some amount of completion would be fun.
How far through it are you?
I have got to the capital city, Leyendell, the capital city.
Mm-hmm.
But there are places beyond that I've not seen yet. I think a snowy place. So I want to beat whatever boss is in this city, and then move towards that, and explore that. And,
how much of what you've played of it have you done on stream versus off?
For my pump character, everything has been on stream. The only things I've done off stream were like doing bosses that I've already done before, but like with like being summoned by my brothers.
Yeah.
So just be like helping them with their character, which has been nice.
I should. Part of me wants to play Elden Ring, and part of me doesn't. I don't know. I was interested for a while, and I said I'll get around to playing it. Now I'm a little more like, should I? I don't know.
I mean, it's always gonna be there. You just save it for when you're like, you know what? I have a hankering for a Souls like gameplay. And this one has so much of it. I'll get it. I'll play it. I'll play this one. Just do it on a hunch. Do it on a whim.
Okay. Okay. I guess that's a good advice. All right. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say before we wrap up. What have we been going for? 2 hours and 30 minutes? Actually, feel good about that. I was afraid this might be a really short one because no voicemails and so on.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it. Usually a voicemail prompts a discussion, so if a question does the same thing, it's going to be about the same time spent.
That's true. But we get more voicemails than we get Ask PCP responses.
I guess that's the truth. People should follow us on Twitter.
People should follow us on Twitter. Also, I should remove the old pinned post, and I'll make the... Oh no, I can't make the Ben commentary the pinned post because I tweeted it from my account.
You fool. I mean, you could just make an identical tweet.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I guess if we're done, I'm gonna go open my curtains and see what sort of... Seems like the light outside is a little dim. I'm wondering if it's a little cloudy at the moment, so... I'll just have to try and set up... I think I'm just gonna try and, like, take what I've got and set up the best shot I can manage to make. And then if I get that figured out and I feel like... Then I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna start filming. That's my plan for the day.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know how long it's going to take me.
You film that content.
Content, baby! Are you ready for content? Oh my god, what if it's bad? What if I film it and I'm like, this was terrible. This was awful. Nobody wants to see this.
No.
What if I film it? What if I
film it?
Yeah.
And then you look at it, and if you hate it, you film it again. Do it different.
What if I film it, and then I
delete it,
and then I get
and don't show anyone,
and then I get pink pilled. Biden pink pills me, and I go trans, and then I'm rebranding my channel, and I'm gonna delete this video instead of post it. What do we think? What do we think about that?
I would support your every move.
Thank you. That was a test, and you passed. I guess then I could just re-record it. Then there'd be no reason why I could. To.
That's why it was. Yeah,
that's true. That's actually true.
It's just you.
I feel like, I don't know. Part of me thinks that like, if I re-recorded it a second time, like if for some reason I was not happy with how it came out the first time and I recorded it again, I wonder if like the sort of like improvisational, I haven't done this before quality would be lost, and that would be bad. Like it would be like more flat and boring in its delivery. Or would it be better because I'd be more practiced at it and I'd be more confident in what I was saying?
I think it would be better. I mean, even if like you come up with something off the cuff that's pretty good, you can just say it again. You can deliver it. Try to deliver it the same way if that's easy to do. I think when it comes to like off the cuff conversations, that's impossible to like properly recreate because the reaction timing with the other person is hard to like pull off the same way.
Yeah.
So you just have to do a different version of it where everyone knows that it's been done before, but they're just saying it.
Damn. Well, I mean, that raises a, I'll call it a paradox. That's like a Zeno's paradox. Because then, in theory, if I were to record it once, and then I decided it's not good enough, and then I re-recorded it again, and that improved it, like if that made it better, what if I then was like, okay, but if I record it again, it'll be even better. I'll be even more confident, even more practiced. And then it's like, okay, every time I record it, every time I redo it, it would get better and better and better.
I don't think it necessarily gets better every time. It's just that the mistakes and the pauses get dissolved because you know what you're saying next.
Yeah.
They dissolve away and you're left with the refined metal.
In theory, I can just edit them out, right? My hope is that in editing, those things will be removed anyway.
Sure. It depends on if you have something to cut to, or if you're gonna do like a jump cut, or just go closer. That's the thing people do. Is like they move they cut out like a pause or a flub. Move the camera closer, or not move the camera, but like zoom in.
Zoom in, yeah.
It's the same shot, and it's like it's different enough visually that you don't notice that there was a cut in time.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. I'm not a particularly practiced editor, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my damn best. All right, but I guess we're done with the episode. So yeah. Let's call it
and
here.
It's only 1:30 p.m. for me.
It is 8:30 a.m. for me, and the sun is out, so this is good. Damn it! I could have started even earlier. Oh, it's fine.
Well, I wouldn't have been awake. I wouldn't. I only just managed to get everything ready for.
Should have just kept the episode short. Should have insisted on a 2-hour episode. Oh well. Yeah. Patreon.com/The Procrastinators. The bonus Ben commentary, lol. It's real for some reason. I really made it. Okay, that's it. Thanks for listening.
Follow the Twitter at AskP. What was the thing?
Oh,
What's
yeah,
AskPCP?
It's hashtag AskPCP. Follow the Twitter at TP Crastinators if you want to be updated about that. Although I hope to get voicemails fixed soon. Nevertheless, you should follow us on Twitter anyway, because why not? Okay, that's the end of the episode. See you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. We'll edit. Eleazar will have to edit this back in to the end, but we got a last minute question just now. Okay, so the question was from White Poop Misogynerd, and he said, and I'm still recording. He said, in the Champion Chapter 1, we see a variety of characters use Disrupt, a level 1 spell that's able to cancel higher level spells such as Audio Ripple and Teleport. Why doesn't Damien, an incredible powerful wizard, ever use it to cancel the buffs on Sophia after he detects them? I don't know if... I mean, it's a pretty simple answer. Pretty simple answer to that. Maybe it wasn't clear in reading it, but those buffs are too strong. Even though Disrupt can cancel more powerful, higher level magic than itself. Like, it's easier to disrupt magic than it is to do it. But this is like too much. Damien's like a pretty good wizard, and even though Disrupt is a pretty simple spell, but even so, it's beyond, it's too far beyond his ability, even to disrupt it, let alone to cast it. And that's it. Thanks for the question.
Okay, I didn't really have anything to say about it.
Okay, so you're right. Sorry, I could have just done that myself.